And you see like a little glittery guy.
Featuring the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Vermont Gaming Academy. We are about to start our casual D&D on Saturday night here from 8 to 10 p.m. We have a wonderful group of about 8 players. We have a secondary group over there who have already begun to play with roughly about 4 players over there to start. So I apologize for last weekend. I forgot my camera, my equipment, and was unable to record. And the weekend before that, I was at Granite Con, had a great time with the Jim Hammer & Sons, Victory Condition Gaming, Black Moon Games, did a bunch of Boss Monster demos, also did a demo of the Centipede board game, which is phenomenal. We also, November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, I will be at Carnage Gaming Convention in Killington, Vermont. I will be working very closely with the folks at Jim Hammer & Sons, running D&D with them. So come on, stop on by. They are the wonderful makers of the amazing Deck of Wonders, the Wild Beast Compendium, or Compendium of Wild Beasts. You can purchase their products here in the store, as well as we hope to get the Kingdom of the Owlbears campaign in the store as well. I do have a copy of that. I'll have to bring it in next time to show you guys. Also, we got stuff here in the store. We've got the D&D starter set for $19.99 with the Lost Mines Adventure. Comes with a set of dice and a basic standard rulebook. Really great kit. We're running it on Adventure League. Our first group has completed the adventure, and hopefully tomorrow our group 2 will be able to complete it as well and not die. We also have the awesome D&D Essentials kit, which comes with even more stuff, including adventure, digital copies of the adventure, and following episodes for the adventure. So thank you very much.
But wait.
No, this one's $24.99 because you get more. Because you also get 50% off the digital copy of the player's handbook for D&D Beyond. You also get a Dungeon Master screen, a set of more dice in here. You get a really nice rule book. I did an unboxing of this. Check that out on the channel. All right, so we have that. Also, sorry guys, I'm not done yet. Shameless self-promotion. We do have Halloweenville merch in the store. We have t-shirts.
Promotion is that
for $19.99. So stop in and get and we have Vermont Gaming Academy t-shirts. So you got to come pick one of those up too. But you really want one of these. You know what? Buy 2 of them.
Hey, don't worry, folks.
Support your local.
For his
Support your local YouTuber. Anyway, and the last thing I have for you guys is we have this amazing new adventure, Boulder's Gate Descent into Avernus, and this is the special edition cover. We have the normal cover, but if you buy it here in the store today, you get a free miniature, $5.99 or less. So pick up your copy today. We've got several of these special edition covers, and we have several of the normal covers. But only while supplies last, folks, so come on in. With that being said, we're going to go back to the table cam and get this campaign started. So just to run by a little bit of what happened last time, my daughter Chloe's character, she's in an asylum. She was visited in her dreams by Pennywise and his carnival of carnivorous chickens, and they kind of made her a little wacko. And the rest of the crew is out adventuring. They're trying to head to the Wizard Tower. Had a few encounters with a spine devil or barb devil. It was a horny devil.
I did warlock things.
Barb.
Yes. And, well, you weren't here, unfortunately. Your character was kind of in the background.
I was here the last game.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Yeah, I both were talking to the creature. Yeah.
You just, like, you know, you show up more often. Only teasing. No.
With a spoon is fine.
Yeah. With a spoon. With a spoon. Nothing pointy. All right. To the table cam we go. All right.
Live from the Vermont Gaming Academy in South Burlington, Vermont. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Alright, so last
As I said, our DM is the wonderful Wizard of Odd.
I am odd. That's
Perhaps the real Dungeon and Dragon, or the friends we made along the way.
Alright, so you guys did make it to the barn, right?
Indeed.
We made it to the barn.
Everyone was just-
We summoned a demon. We got rid of the demon.
But the demon was on the next. Was it on the next night or the same night as the barn?
Same night.
Same night.
I was looking at the Necronomicon,
Okay.
and I said the word, and it kind of wiggled and flipped to the Hamatula page, and it popped out.
It came out of the book, right?
Yeah.
I'm the one that kept the
And we apparently sent it back from whence it came.
dispel magic.
I'm gonna take your advice. Don't worry. I don't want to overuse the portal cut trick.
I was trying to be friendly about it. Tava would have been like, who's freaking. Actually, Tava would have known
Unreasonable.
dispel magic, actually.
That thing?
There you go.
Well, you guys don't have to worry
But
about that.
Tava's not here. That was another
Chloe has to
campaign.
worry about that. What?
What?
I didn't say nothing.
What?
So I believe this to me. What?
Everyone just went to sleep. Well,
Okay.
everyone except
I think we
You.
were. I think we were on like physical watch.
I don't really sleep, and you just wanted to hang out. Unquote.
Let me just check something.
Alright.
Oh, that's right. I woke up to the horse slobbering in my face.
Namia.
In point of night activity,
And Elvin prestidigitated me.
What's your character's name, Louise?
Isaac.
And you are no longer slimy.
yeah.
Okay. Chloe, what's your character's name?
Nera. N-E-R-A.
Who could forget me?
Scissors.
Close enough.
You give me credit, right?
I'll give you half credit.
Okay. At least I get some.
Show your work.
Elton.
Elfin. I'm a wizard.
Xena. Okay.
So now part of my purple one.
So you requested the doctor that night.
Yep.
Doctor.
I assume that from exhaustion you were going to attempt to sleep.
Yeah.
Help it. My character has to sleep.
Apparently not, because
character's
sounds
weak.
like there's something
So
happening.
Toughen your
You
character.
are fighting desperately not to go to sleep because you're just afraid of what's going to happen in your dreams. 1, 2, something's coming after you. There's a little girl on a bike. She rolled past.
And there were twins in the hallway. What?
Sitting in front of elevators. The elevators open up and gush of blood pouring out. Now you're standing in the room.
And suddenly
in
a
front of room
skeleton popped out.
223, is it?
I forget.
I believe that's the room in the Shining. Anyway.
Here's
You are
Johnny.
Desperately fighting the sleep. So if you want to give in, you can. If you want to try to fight it, you can do a Constitution save.
I'm gonna do a Constitution. And I will slowly lose my mind. That is a 14 boss.
All right. You are even more exhausted now.
Great.
As you fight, you all manage to fight falling to sleep.
So you how they level of exhaustion.
You guys in the barn?
We sleep
Who's
just fine.
first watch?
She decided to stay up with me, and I don't really sleep, so I can watch all the time.
Isaac and you. Civis. Nothing happened. Quiet night. Who are you waking up to do the second watch?
I'm still there. If she wants to continue watching me, that's fine.
Just a second, Josh.
What's the name of
You may be able to solve this. I'm just checking
So you
something.
have
I have plenty of magic left at the end of the night
Elvin,
anyway.
Xena, and you're new citizen.
Actually, Josh, no need. I did the ritual alarm. I used the alarm spell.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So no one else wants to take a watch. Okay.
No one else had to. That last 8 hours.
Okay. So in the wee hours of the morning,
During the,
your alarm spell goes off. What?
before that,
Yeah.
I'd like to stipulate that first, at some point, I take a An empty bucket. Is there a bucket somewhere? Okay. I'll pour just a measure of salt water into the bottom.
Okay.
Just enough to see a reflection. And I'll attempt to speak to the Kraken.
Okay. You're going to attempt to what?
Speak to the Kraken. My patron.
Kraken. Okay. All right. Are you asking it a question or?
Yeah, I'm entreating it for knowledge
So close to 20.
Knowledge of
and or assistance.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and.
It's a ritual spell. I went through probably every door and window way too.
Essentially, I'm just attempting to scry into the bucket.
Okay.
Nothing comes. It's coming in here.
So, what specific knowledge are you looking for?
I'm looking for any and all knowledge of this book.
Of the book.
Yes. And or the runes I've collected.
So, in not too much detail, but in enough to give you this,
Okay.
it tells you that the runes, you want to be careful using the runes. The more you feed them, the more likelihood of Leviathan coming through the rift.
I see. The Leviathan. Does it stipulate what that is? Is it some ancient enemy that's undersea thing?
Stipulation of what? I'm sorry.
But do I get an idea of what the Leviathan is? And or do I already know?
A very ancient, nasty creature.
Okay, so it must be some sort of rival of the Krakens. Okay.
The book itself, again, you're going to get a warning. The more you mess with it, the more of yourself you could lose into it.
Okay.
I learned the book too.
I don't think it works that way.
I just.
So it's like, be cautious, be wary.
Alright.
But there are some useful things in it, but not backfire. But there's a price for everything you.
I see. Okay.
Sometimes
And the
it
book
might be
is
your sanity.
Codex of the Leviathan as well. These are all. The book is the Codex of Leviathan as well. This is all Leviathan related stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is it.
It's all kind of interconnected.
It belongs to the cult of the Leviathan. Okay. And it is the Kraken. The Kraken exists under the sea. Does the Leviathan as well?
It knows of it because Kraken's been around for a long time. And
Because the Leviathan is traditionally a sea creature as well.
Yeah.
But
so yeah.
okay. Cool.
All right.
Very interesting.
After you receive this information on the last couple hours of rest, you guys are awakened to screaming outside.
Oh boy.
And hollering and something about mutilation.
The alarm goes off at some point, you said?
Yeah, I'll say it goes off.
Okay.
Warner Jib wakes you guys up. How's it? What kind of sound does it make?
When I wakes Eldon up, if you're saying it's early in the morning, he's probably studying at that point.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I'm the only one who hears the bell.
Okay. So you hear a bell in your head. You kind of get this emergency thing. New things. I assume you're already going to be.
Oh no, it does say an audible alarm produces the sound of a handbell for 10 seconds within 60 feet.
Okay, so everyone does that.
Okay, cool.
And then we die. Ah, but for who does the bell toll?
Who goes there?
Who the heck put that bell on? Why?
Does the loft have like a hatch to the roof?
Yeah, we'll say it does.
I was the only one that could hear.
I'll just hop to the rafters and hop through the hatch to look out.
Obviously, before I do anything, mage armor.
Mage armor, okay.
Yeah.
Zena? Doing anything before going outside? Okay. Isaac?
I'm gonna look. Well, is there a way for me to see outside?
There's a couple windows you could probably but there's no glass. It's like open, so when you open the shutter, you're exposed to the outside. Mia, what are you doing? Besides being grumpy. No
Being
coffee.
grumpy, who set off the alarm and what is it for? Like, this is
Where's
stupid.
my coffee?
Exactly.
Maybe there's a
Who
crack in the
got
boards.
my coffee?
I'm gonna look to see if there. I may use the windows as a laptop, but I'll look to see if there's any sort of cracks or anything that I could look through.
Sure, we'll say there's a few holes that you can see outside, so you don't want to expose yourself.
Yeah. I mean, my horns will stand out.
Absolutely. So those of you who are looking outside can see that there is a really bloody mess out here.
Oh no.
Lovely.
Almost cow.
It looks like a couple of the cows were slaughtered.
Oh, it's the aliens.
Oh, good, it's just the young.
We're in Area 51.
But instead of
Bail them out.
taking parts and stuff like that, I mean, these were just brutally massacred and spread all over the place.
Nice.
It is not my alien.
No. Promise it's not
Do
it.
I see? Is it just the cows we see, or are there any people out there?
From here, I mean, all you can see that you can make out of it is cowhide. Maybe a little. It's really like
The earth is the toast and they were the
We'd have
butter.
to get closer to, and inspect really to.
But I don't see any people.
Well, you see people running around. You see the women of the farm town community. They're kind of gasping. They're screaming in horror. The males are trying to keep it together, but even then seem a little panicked. And they're trying to calm down the females of this area.
Eldon just kind of nonchalantly walks up, looks it over. Investigation for 22 total.
Okay.
I will join him.
Yeah, I'll join his.
Okay. And Mia?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Guess I'm going to.
Okay.
Something afoot.
All right. So you're going to go investigate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna keep
So it's
drag
definitely
tags.
nothing of the magic in nature. There's definitely a natural cause. There are claw marks in the flesh.
Okay.
There are the bite radius on this thing is pretty big. I mean, it's not massive, but it's good size.
But no way for me to tell what it was,
Correct.
even with the 22. Okay.
Have any of the parts been eaten?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, something big. Bigger than a wolf by the sounds of it.
It does look like some of the actual body parts, like a leg, has been missing.
Bigger than a wolf. I mean, with a 22, I'd probably be at least determine
It's
that.
probably bigger than a dire wolf.
Yeah.
Or at least, yeah.
I think very large.
Are there tracks?
What's that?
Are there tracks?
There's too much of a mess here to find out any tracks inside. If you want to investigate around,
All right.
you certainly may.
First of all,
Well, man, some of my
I'll
animals
ask
look
the,
around too.
I'll ask the folks. Did anyone see anything?
And they tell you no, it was a relatively quiet night. How to go with you guys?
I don't hear how
Anything
the
weird
boom.
No events.
Huh?
Nothing.
We protected the barn so that nothing would bother us.
How did we not hear this slaughter going on out here?
I don't think anybody heard anything. I mean,
This kind of slaughter, some noise had to have been made.
Samuel's the one that woke us all up. And Mary, she's the first woman to see it, and she was screaming bloody murder.
And I didn't hear that either.
You know,
Uncouth livestock
you don't
poaching.
hear much, do you? I don't know what you want to hear.
We heard them screaming outside.
Listen, I ain't a nice tiefling, especially in the morning. Do you really want to mess with me?
coffee, don't you?
Among other things.
All right. Well, tracks
We have
nearby.
a donkey in the back. You can.
Tracks nearby. Directions that pieces were dragged.
So there are some tracks.
Good evening.
So there are some tracks. Too undiscernible to tell. Like there was a lot of scuffling going on.
Okay.
But they seem to be generally in this area, and they don't seem to lead off anywhere. Like one particular direction.
So do they like?
Owl does notice another carcass
what?
towards the fields.
The owl?
Yeah, I have an owl.
Oh,
familiar.
okay. You have an owl too. Okay.
Got my owl. Noticed it. My owl found something, so I'll head that direction since I've gotten from the cows and I'm going to get from what's left of them.
Dan's here. And I'll go that way too.
Okay, does everyone go that way?
Where is he going?
Towards another side track.
My owl spotted another carcass.
My food and fly over.
In a different place.
Alright, so do you want to go ahead of them?
No, I'm gonna take my time.
Alright,
Makes sense to go towards the other side, more information to have.
let me jump to Mira in the asylum.
Yeah.
So you manage to make it through the night. You get up in the morning, and the guard comes over and says, "You ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You don't look so good.
I'm very tired.
Do you want some more time to sleep?
No.
Okay. Well, come with me. Turn around. Face the wall. Hands up. Now put them behind your back. All right. And then he escorts you down to the doctor's area. And you're sitting there and communicating with the doctor. What are you telling the doctor exactly? So, what can we do for you?
Don't want your Venus.
Look out! It's Dr. Fraud. I mean Freud.
Have a good day, guys. You want?
Dr. Ruth.
I hope so.
It is Dr. Dracula.
Dr. Fraud. It is Dr. Fraud.
You hungry?
Found.
You want a Venus schnitzel?
Do you have a Venus?
Oh, we have the best Venus schnitzel in all of Venus schnitzel. Yes, we'll send for you, and he motions to the guard to go. Go get the food. So breakfast is on the way. So yes, why don't you tell me about the chickens? What's with the chickens? Why are you scared of chickens? They're cute, they're small, they're furry. Well, feathers, really, I guess. We don't have fur.
Except for the carnivorous
They're
one.
fluffy, yes. They're very, very fluffy and they're cuddly.
It's the beak.
Yeah, yes, the beak. That could hurt.
It's got claws.
Yes. It has claws as well.
Pointy beak. Pointy beak. But as far as I know, there's no chickens in town. Although I hear there's a very entertaining carnival coming to town. But beyond that, how can we help you in this situation?
Well, first thing, I need to leave. I don't know where my friends are. Everyone is gone.
You have friends. Can you describe your friends to me? What kind of friends do you have?
Well, there's a short wizard. I think he's a wizard.
Couple tieflings.
Well, a couple of tieflings.
Aha.
Did you see the insect?
And, insect?
I know it's so
Insight to see if I can.
Huh?
You're getting the big dragon.
yeah.
And big dragon. Strong.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's not really a dragon born, but okay.
I see. So these friends, they throw chickens at you? I mean, how do they torture you with chickens? So that's not related to the chicken.
I need to go with them because I don't know where they are, and I think they might be in danger.
Well, I was the person.
I think you are the one who is in danger.
Is
You
there
kind
like
of badly
any light?
walk.
Is there any light?
That's
You're
'cause I
about to
can't
fall
sleep.
asleep here.
The thing is, I can't fall asleep, or else
Hello?
the nightmares will happen again.
Hello?
Okay.
Constitution says?
Woo, that's a solid 5.
And she snores right off.
Sleep. And from your perspective in your dream, the doctor, he's still going. But whatever he's saying kind of mumbles out. It's like, so you
If I
can...
met someone with muscles to help me over we can investigate.
And eventually his lips keep moving, but you hear nothing. It is completely, utterly silent, but it's an eerie silence. Like, this isn't your normal average day silence. Or nightmare silence.
This isn't silence, this is advanced.
Silence.
And as the doctor sits there at his desk, his presence starts to emerge from behind him. First you see like this wavy black hair, a glowing red protrudes from behind him, and this dark mask begins to rise, and it's the figure from the fountain. Tentacles begin to appear and start just kind of floating.
So we each need to get two.
From around you,
How long did this take me to understand? I know what it is.
So we're saying
all
everybody's
around
two.
you at
That's
all
it.
angles, you hear clicking.
Again?
Oh, 15, I thought you said.
Every now and then you hear a flap. So like your fear factor is like going through the roof, and you're beginning to tense up and tighten up. So yeah, what do you do?
Let's see. Do I have anything liquid based that might be flammable in like a Dungeoneer's pack or like a Traveler pack?
There's oil, maybe.
There might be a flash of oil. I don't know the technical.
The Dungeoneers.
Checking.
But she has a dream, so can't she have anything she wants? And keep it up?
Point. Torches, tinderbox, rope is the extent of flammable items.
So I get multiple torches?
10.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm going to pull out another torch and I'm going to start flinging. I'm going to light it
Okay.
and start waving it around the glass.
So guys, there's 3 more areas where I can see something's open, so they can use hidden doors. Do we want to go to the first one closest and then work
It
our way
depends on the
around?
person and the situation and how much they believe
It
that
could
they're
be, but there could be more hidden. You
in
never know.
danger. There's a lot of factors in that. But this is how she's responding to it. You know what I'm saying? So you're just going to wave it around?
Yeah. Try to get that.
Are you waving it all around you, or are you just waving it in front of you at the thing?
I'm kind of like waving it at the thing and then going around to make sure the chicken's back up.
Okay. As you do that, you don't see any chickens in the room. You just hear them.
Oh.
And
You knocked the doctor out.
Stop it.
all of a sudden, you're back in town square. And you hear the carnival music.
I feel like that would be the best.
Why do you hate all of my characters?
Enter gladiators.
And then we're going to leave you in town for a minute and jump back to these guys,
Okay.
who are investigating another court.
Yep.
Now this one's along the wood line.
Was it dragged here?
It was tracked here.
Okay.
It definitely looks like it came from town, but it might have been carried and then flopped and then dragged.
Okay.
Because there was nothing leading from the town to here directly. So this is just as brutal a carcass as the other two.
Another moo.
Another moo.
Natural 20 investigation.
And it looks like whatever did that in the town is the same thing that attacked this one.
With the better roll, does that help me any to determine what it was?
And then tries to bludgeon it, and I said,
That's actually
Your investigation. So describe to me how you're trying to figure out
I mean-
the fight.
like comparing them to hands, like my hand size, and like generally like trying not to mess it up too badly. But with an natural 20, I'm obviously like, okay, so it's this far apart.
Okay. All right, that's a good description.
Yeah.
That's great. So yeah, you can tell that it's definitely wolf-like in nature. It's very big.
But definitely not a bear, definitely not a dragon.
Definitely not. The bite radius is definitely canine.
But bigger than a direwolf, you'd already said. That's a big
You
dog.
measuring with your hands and stuff. You can definitely, this thing's huge.
Yeah.
Those gray furry things.
Bigger than a dire wolf, but
Well, I
smaller
wanted
than
to
a
investigate, see if I can find
Gotta
it.
find something in between for you guys, I mean, I love throwing out bears.
Is there a trail leading away?
I guess it'll be an owlbear, right?
Slowly, you need to.
No, because I think the owlbear has a beak, so you would notice that. That'd be a very distinctive bite.
Yeah.
I mean, they'd have teeth too, but there'd be an obviously like gouge. Yeah, there'd be an obvious gouge from there.
Definitely not an owlbear.
Yeah,
I don't trust regular hair with this particular DM. I don't think it's something as mundane as a regular bear.
A normal bear.
I don't see that being.
No such thing
It was
exists.
a turtle, I swear.
There was a bear named Yogi. What? Hey, boo! Let's get some picnic baskets. I was doing that. I did that for Chloe on our trip the other time. I was doing Yogi Bear for her. But Yogi, what if the ranger catches us?
We came up with a skit, but like with dragons.
Yeah, if Yogi was a dragon instead.
Nice.
Yeah. We're gonna steal some sheep tonight, boo boo. We'll wait till after the farmers go to bed. We'll swoop in, we'll grab the sheep, and we'll fly away.
Purple.
But Yogi, they started a night watch.
I mean, if you want to fight up with
Look out, Yogi, they have an
I'm
arm
gonna
on
bring
this.
out Dad. I mean, he's only challenge 5. You guys can take it, right?
I mean, the last challenge 5 thing almost killed us.
There's a treasure
And I
share.
had to slam dunk it into the ocean.
I'm gonna fly.
True.
Not be able to fly and fight.
It was the Spine Devil. And apparently the rift dunk goes somewhere in the ocean.
Now let's see if I can
Well,
get
if
back
it's
to
the Leviathan's
Elder
domain, then it's in the ocean. Somewhere.
17.
So yeah, we
I
got
see.
from here. Tracks. There are tracks, but they head back towards the village.
I see.
They are human tracks.
Oh no! Oh.
Are they
no.
wearing shoes?
Oh no!
Bare feet, huh?
Yeah.
So they're bare feet, huh?
But actually, no. With that natural 20, I think that would be a fair. Like if he tells me that there are human tracks coming from this thought, werewolf would be probably a safe assumption.
Inside out.
It'd be bigger than a wolf.
You guys can assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something that changes shapes.
If it's a werewolf, that's bad. My master told me about those. They're very dangerous.
Offensive. One shape per creature.
I mean, with the size and everything that I'm seeing makes sense to that idea.
Yeah, I mean, with all the evidence that we have and the way you were looking for evidence, I think you can conclude clearly that this might be a werewolf.
Well, then how do we figure out who the werewolf is?
Follow the tracks.
Now, you also know from your studies, Eldon, that there are not just werewolves. That
Oh,
there
all
are
sorts of wares,
all
yeah.
kinds of wares.
Yeah.
Where's, what's, evens and hows.
This one in particular, because
The way of the mouth and everything, it's a wolf.
Because you can determine, definitely, because they're more common than the other types.
We would try to follow the tracks, but we're going to want silver, wolf's bane, and all sorts of things. And probably we're going to want.
We're gonna go right back into town. How do we pick out which person in town is this werewolf beast, you think?
We would have to do a stakeout.
Put a stake through its heart? Okay.
No, we'd have to wait.
One that we walk through to.
Well,
Okay,
how far
sounds
do the
good.
tracks go?
We'd have to wait at night for the thing to appear.
Yes.
So we'd want to take an afternoon nap or something so we could be up at night without exhaustion.
They go up and into the fields, but you lose them inside the field, the cornfield.
Okay, does it look like it's going toward one of the farms?
Yes.
Let's see. How many farms are there?
There's 4 farms, 4 corn farms in here, and the rest are just small, like beets and potatoes.
I
mean-
carrots.
All right. Well, is there a particularly cleaner track that I can find? Perhaps one made in a deep mud puddle or something.
Are we back in the village?
We're headed that
We're still at
way.
the site.
He's looking for traps.
I'm looking
gonna
for
do a thing.
Back
like.
to the village you can.
I'm doing a thing if I can find a good track.
I think.
I'm trying to see if I can find like fur, like bits of furs. I'm going through the cornfield to see if I can find like
Do you have prestige?
any sign of the wolf fur.
That one.
Because that thing would have shed.
I do, but I was thinking of heading back to the village and try to like calm everyone down and tell them like a nice story.
Of course.
You're a storyteller, right?
Yeah.
That is actually a good idea. Gather them all in one place, and we can weed them out.
I'm a sorcerer,
Okay, yeah. I remember now.
but I have high charisma, so.
Why don't you give me a charisma check and see how well they...
So you're going to try gathering them in one place?
Just charisma or performance?
Either one.
Hang on. Before you do that, can we discuss a little strategy?
Absolutely. Go ahead, guys.
So, before that idea, what I was going to do is pour water. Can you dye this water with prestidigitation?
So you're going to fly above and see if you can...
Prestidigitation's a cantrip, I believe. You can do that, can't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, yeah. Got
So,
it.
okay, I pour some colored salt water into one of the particularly distinct tracks. I will freeze it with shape water, creating an imprint. So, on the approach, you've communicated your desire to gather people with story.
Yeah, I figured it would just calm everyone down.
Yes, that gives us an opportunity to do a little reconnaissance. See if you can gather the people and direct them to one particular area. The entrance. And the entrance is just like a dirt pathway, right?
Yeah.
Alright then. As long as you can spread them out evenly, I think I can help us identify the culprit. And along that zone, I'm going to soften the ground by spreading water around, and making it a little muddier.
Okay.
And I'll have this icy imprint of the foot. And after everyone goes by, I'm going to attempt to see if any of the feet match to the one I'm holding.
Okay. All right. So while you're waiting, everyone kind of gathers around you. How do you call them to you? Are you like, hear ye, hey, I have a story to tell. How are you presenting yourself?
It need not be immediate.
How do I? Normal me is not normal like the.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I just first I don't know. I just kind of maybe I see some children. I kind of call them first, ask them to hear a story, and I just try to gather more attention and.
The tracks we saw, children or adults?
Adult.
Okay.
Yeah, and I And I just bring them over and I just tell them some story of some fun little adventure I had once in. Let's say with some travelers in a desert one time, and I used prestidigitation to do any sort of special effects.
Okay.
In the desert, you said.
One of the things like, show us! Show us! Do it! Do it! Come on!
I'll listen to it.
And I do like I do prestidigitation.
One of the bigger kids comes behind and goes,
Do it! Do it!
Do you have minor illusion?
do
You can
it.
use that too.
You're a wizard, you can do
I
it!
don't know. I use some cantrip.
Josh.
yes.
I rolled so nature would be what, intelligence 16 plus 4, so it's a 20, not a natural 20. Other than knowing at least that one key ingredient to help deal with werewolves, he's looking for wolf skip there. See if he can find any, if he's lucky enough that the herb exists in this area.
Wolf what?
It's
Wolf's
an herb.
bane.
Oh, yep.
It's
Poisonous, I guess.
one of the parts of it. Without remove curse, it's one of the ways to help control a werewolf. And part of the cure, although that's the only one it's the only piece of it that I remember, so.
Okay.
But it doesn't really say in here because I use prestidigitation to kind of like make a little something that looks like a sand swirl.
Just a teeny little diorama.
Like something like maybe I was talking about a sandstorm.
Okay.
I was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you kind of do this little number, and the dust kind of kicks up, and you hear all the children. Whoa! And you start to get the attention of some of the adults. Yeah. So I still need a roll? Okay. The adults begin to come over, and they're impressed with your magical skills. I mean, they're mostly farmers, so they usually don't get to see magic.
I really wanted
So it's they're very impressed, they're very intrigued. So they're locking onto you. They cross through your little muddy patch.
yeah, I'm gonna back up.
Everyone
since you were there to protect me.
has shoes on that passes through.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can fly
Zeno, you're flying over. You kind of lose the cornfields are really thick, so you kind of lose the tracks into the cornfields. Same area where you would.
Oh, then I'm good.
Eldon, you managed to find some wolfsbane near the wood's edge.
Okay. So they take that.
Okay.
Will you be here in time for the story?
Oh no, we'll find out.
You can have 3 wolfbane plants.
Sounds good to me.
Are they allergic to it? Will they react to it? Like garlic
part
and
of the
vampires?
cure.
Yeah,
It's like
but
part of a wolf.
will it also reveal them?
It might.
Okay. Well, after they leave tracks, I will at least see which I can weed out and which I can continue to keep on my list by seeing whether or not the foot fits into the shoe.
Okay.
Print.
I'm only at the top, so she's
Sure
finishing
thing.
over me anyways. And then
What do
here's
you want to do
my
while he's doing that?
Once I get out of the,
14.
I see the strike on the other side.
No, you do not.
14 with any bonuses you like for foot.
Okay. I'm gonna say yeah. You managed to size up what could possibly be like 3 or 4
She's right, you're wrong.
sets of feet.
Alright, well, following the tracks, who do they belong to?
So you have Herb.
I know their names.
That sounds like a wolf, like a werewolf thing.
No, that sounds like an apothecary name.
Herb is a much older farmer. He's probably been here for generations.
Okay.
He's a little hunched over. He has to use a walking stick to kind of keep himself up.
Okay.
He looks a little frail, on the frail side.
Okay.
It's all a ruse. It's her. I'm telling you.
You have Earl. Now Earl's a very robust man. Quite the opposite.
So to answer your question, the one that says in folklore and fantasy, it's used ways to kill, or cure, kill, or even trigger a werewolf transformation,
I see.
depending on which way it's used.
So it's not quite like garlic then. Very well then. Go on.
So Earl's a much bigger gentleman. He's probably in his mid-40s. He has the weight on him to make deep impressions.
Okay. Speaking of,
Yes.
the depth of the foot impression, can I sort of compare that to the shoe impressions? How do you, is it a deep impression or a light one? Because the people, I can tell that they're light or heavy, but
It's probably medium, so it's not...
Okay, sure.
You can definitely probably rule out Earl
Okay.
for the moment.
Most likely.
Earl would be way heavier. He would match that in. Then you get Zeke.
Okay.
Zeke's probably mid-20s. And he's about medium build. He's definitely a very strapping lad.
Okay.
Probably out there helping with plowing and all the hard, difficult work. He's still working the cornfields where the other two probably have moved on to carrots and potatoes because they can't do the heavy stuff.
Okay.
And then for the fourth and final one, Malachi.
Okay. And they're all human. Well, look human.
I'm an alchemist.
And Malachi is another medium build person wearing a straw hat, got the corn piece or wheat piece coming out of his mouth, kind of chewing on it. Not as more gangly than built, so he doesn't have the muscles that Zeke has. And he's carrying a sickle with him.
Okay.
He's probably working out the
harvesting
fields
thing.
or something, yeah. So Zeke and Malachi are definitely probably the ones that are working in the cornfields with your deduction.
Okay. All right. In that case, with prospects down to perhaps 2, I will scrape a little fleck off of one of my planks and inscribe a small note on it. And I will have Mage Hand just daintily drag it along the ground and slip it into Kaisek's hand.
Okay.
Are you bringing?
A little fleck of wood with a note on it.
Okay.
It's a present.
And what does it say?
Tell a story with an image of the moon.
Okay. Oh gosh, now I really wish I had my own illusion as a kid.
And as you're thinking of that, I'm going to jump back to Nero.
Would I know that werewolves in the full moon, or would he have mentioned it, or?
Elden would know. And so the DM knows that it's previous edition, so that's up to you if it actually works with this one. According to 5e, it's remove curse or greater restoration, but the potion was a valid potion, I think even as a 4, so. But it still has to be made. Right now, it would work like garlic. The smell of it would be like, back, Wolfie, what? Back.
So, you
have to actually instill it into
I'm in the center of
drink.
town.
Yeah, you're in the center of town. You hear the carnival coming again. You can see Pennywise flipping up the street towards you, and the same way he did before. You can definitely tell his face is more chicken-like than before.
I am making a hot minute to get the blue flame on out. I'm getting out of here.
You're gonna just.
After all, it is only 5 minutes
Which
before
direction are you
9.
going?
Not quite yet.
You're in the town center. You have the fountain. You have the billboard. You have the tavern, and you have a few other buildings. Then you have the collapsed cathedral down the street. You've got town hall towards the direction that the carnival's coming from.
Do I know what direction they all went?
No.
I'm gonna assume that they went past the cathedral, so I'm gonna.
You could ask the guards.
Right, bro.
1,000 years of pain will come to you.
True.
Because he likes to put fuel on the fire. So, Chloe, you are running towards the cathedral, and as you're running towards the cathedral, you're getting closer. Pennywise is getting closer behind you. You get to the cathedral. You look down this way. You look down that way, and you see swarms of chickens coming down those roads. You look behind you, and Pennywise is like 10 feet away. What do you do?
Stop it!
So is the cathedral in front of it?
Yes.
Ruins? I climb into the ruins.
Okay. You manage to find your way down underneath the ruins, and you're in a very dank hallway.
Moist.
At the end of the hallway, the torches are lit. At the end of the hallway, it turns to the right. Do you keep going down, or do you kind of huddle in here?
I'm gonna keep going down.
Okay. You get to the right, and as you look to your right, there is a big metal door with 3 levers on it. The hall keeps going straight down, and you can see that further down there's going to be two doors, and then another right turn.
Are the other 2 doors also metal?
Are they what?
Are they also metal?
No, they are normal wooden doors. These metal doors.
Oh boy.
The clucking's getting closer.
I have.
They're funneling down.
You know, I think that
Do I have like
Remember that we need to bring the laser pointer next time, okay? Just remind me next time.
They're chickens, not cats.
I'm going to take a stick and a wrench.
I haven't found the right
from my
carnival
Tinker's
music for
kit,
that carnival.
and I'm going to try to pick lock one of the wooden doors, the one to the right, I guess.
Okay, let's see.
Are you aware it's locked?
To the right. Yeah, so you're sitting there fidgeting with it and fidgeting with it and fidgeting with it and fidgeting with it. Then you realize there's no lock on the door.
I try to open the door.
And it just open. And in the doorway is this giant arch that arcs like this in this room. And it's got all kinds of inscriptions and weird funky symbols on it.
Are you loving it?
Are there any like rocks or anything for me to bar the door behind me?
So Josh, I found the
Is
right
there
carnival
anything
music
for
for
me to
this
bar the
carnival.
door behind me?
If you have a Dungeoneer's pack, you have Pythons. You could use that as a door jam.
Yeah, I guess I can use one of those.
Alright.
I'll just jam the door in.
Alright, so you shove a couple kittens in there, kind of seal it up. And as you do, you can hear the chickens and everything on the outside of the door. And you can hear Pennywise on the other side. Cluck, cluck! Nora! Cluck, cluck! And you're up.
Alright, can I decipher anything from...
You can do history, knowledge, or arcana. Everyone's going to give you the highest boost.
You wish to die painfully.
It's the right carnival music for that carnival. The turkey in the straw.
I do have a plus 1 to Alright, 16.
Excellent. So you're kind of checking them out. You're rubbing your fingers in them. You're kind of caressing the stone arch thing, and as you do, all of a sudden the portal flashes and appears before you, and it's purple and blue. And he gets the swirl in a vortex-like manner, and we're going to leave you there for a minute. You guys.
So I catch up with them and they're trying to figure out who the wolf is, or who the werewolf
So
is.
you just told me with prestidigitation I can cast only if it fits in my hand. I can cast image of the moon.
Okay.
And I'm starting to tell like maybe when it like in the desert when it was like getting was out.
Elvin, why don't we cut this short? Give me the wolfbane, I'll walk through the crowd and I'll see who acts out.
I will carefully watch Earl and Malachi and
I'll give
the other two a little
everyone
less
to do
closely,
that.
but even so, for any reaction to the appearance of the moon.
Okay.
I will watch Malachi, Earl, and the other guy.
Zeke and Malachi?
Yeah.
Those are the two you suspect, right?
Yeah, but I will keep an eye on the other two just in
On
case.
Urban.
See if they react in any way to the appearance of the moon.
So you begin kind of wading through. How are you? Are you just like holding it out like this, like walking people on the head, or are you like because I could see you doing that. I can totally see you going. Nope.
Look at the
Trying to be nice and discreet because they're all focusing on.
So you're just kind of holding it more or less like down.
Just kind of like walking through and seeing who like
Okay.
rustles up to. Because anyone that isn't going to see me. Like they're not going to be paying attention to
How
me.
tall are you? How tall is your character?
She'd be pretty tall. She's
The answer is yes. I am that tall. I am yes tall.
So
Like 5'5"-ish.
Earl kind of as you go by Earl kind of turns and just starts hobbling back towards his place.
Okay.
Do I see this?
As I walk past him? Or
As she does, you're paying attention.
I will land and follow him discreetly.
Discreetly? You want to give me a stealth check? You don't want to be seen by him, right?
Did he leave in reaction to the image of the moon or not?
You can go question him.
Because I'm
No. Well, I mean, did I see the thing happen?
You
Did
kinda
they
saw him-
happen at the same time?
like
As
simultaneous.
you saw her walk by, he kind of like turned and just began to leave.
Okay. So the image of the moon hasn't happened yet.
Okay, so you're not trying to not be noticed. You're just like, I want to keep a distance.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to roll for that.
So the image is sort of going on with the image of the moon at the same time. I'm walking. So it could have been either one of us that caused the.
Okay.
Herb is fascinated by your design. Actually, Herb moves in closer to get a better view.
Which one is that?
The older gentleman.
I thought he just left.
No, Earl.
Okay,
Herb
Earl.
is the older one. Earl is the chunky one.
Okay.
Zeke is muscular. Malachi is the opposite of Zeke. So you got kind of think of it like mirror image. You got two older folks who are opposite of each other, and you get two young folks who are kind of opposite. It's almost as if they could be father and son.
Sure.
Oh my god.
Imagine that.
So Herb will move in and get a closer look at these guys.
How close is he to me?
Oh, he doesn't want to interrupt the children, so he's still staying behind the children, but he's like, fascinating. Why is this story?
I can go.
And
Correct, or I can go above, so like I can.
Zeke kind of wipes his hands.
Okay, well I can
He's
go
like-
between his legs and.
Okay, back to work.
Okay.
One man doesn't.
Malachi seems indifferent.
Okay.
He could take it, he could leave it. He almost doesn't even care.
So the moon is come and gone. And okay.
My stuff is only one person walked away.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Do I?
I mean, Just to give you some idea, Wolfman is kind of a pretty innocuous thing on its own.
Yes,
No one would really know what it was outside it's a flower. Yeah.
Which they're farmers, so.
Yeah, well, but they might also know that belladonna is another name for it.
Yep.
And they're not going to confront, even if they're farmers, they'll know what the plant is,
Right, because it's a naturally growing thing.
but they're not going to know what it does. It's a plant,
Okay.
pretty flower.
What is the guy doing
He seems
So-
to be heading
Because I like
back
to
towards his
argue.
potato farm.
So Earl, the big guy, is going back. Zeke is leaving and Malachi is staying.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. I still suspect Zeke and Malachi. I must have seen Xena head off to tail Earl. Herb, I can probably count out. So, surveying the nearby area, I'm going to empty my metal canister for the time being of salt water.
Okay.
I'm going to look around. Are there any, is there any rotting or otherwise fecund thing that has attracted a mass of flies?
No, because there's like a cleanup crew kind of, and they're shoveling the carcass into wheelbarrows.
Okay, but like, not just that, like a cow pat somewhere.
A what?
A piece of cow dookie.
Cow poop.
Yeah, just anything
There's
that
cow
would.
poopy everywhere.
Okay, so there must be like flies buzzing around them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Flies.
So in that case, I will attempt to catch an effective amount of flies in my jug.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so I've got
I mean,
canister
all
of
it takes
flies.
is a piece of poop or flesh,
Yeah.
whatever you want.
All right, so I've got some flies.
Okay.
Listen, my character.
Zeke is just walking along, right?
I'm free story. You wouldn't help me with
I will stand near Malachi and release. Zeke is still in sight, although he's heading right. Okay, and release, let's say half of the flies, and I will watch where they fly to see if they land on anything with a lingering blood scent.
Okay.
Perhaps his sickle or his hands.
Just continuing.
So tell me some of the story that you're. Come on.
I gotta improv.
Whip it up. Yep, improv.
I opted into this.
Let's see.
I'm pretty good about doing that.
Yeah.
Traveling across the desert with the caravan to
And technically, I don't even
near city and yes, dearie.
What's a caravan?
Oh, just a group of people and just
you can't
traveling around. They were the nicest people. Yes.
What's in the carriages?
They were a bunch of merchants. They had all sorts of things.
Was there candy? I bet there was candy, guys. I bet there was lots of candy in there. Was there candy?
Sure, there was candy.
Yes! Told you guys. I told you. Yeah, see that? Yeah. Candy. What's up?
It's official. I'm going to take the time to learn how to animate so I can animate your D&D sessions.
Well, I may beat you to it.
Well, let's see. By the time we had gone through a few things, what sort of things, type of DM, like what sort of things might creatures of sort might live in the desert in your D&D?
In the desert, you say?
Me, if you've been that far into the desert. Or perhaps it is a different desert.
There's snakes, reptiles of all shapes and sizes, scorpions,
Giant scorpions, blue dragons.
mummies. There even once was a village of Kaltoa who lived in under the pyramid.
If you like.
Traveling
Go on.
close to the near city, but yet also keep an eye out because you see these scales. I learned that I have an ancestor, ancient brass dragon. So I learned that they live in the desert. So I was trying to see if I could possibly find him. And not much luck I'm afraid there, but we've experienced some sandstorms, some bandits here and there, but they weren't too dangerous. I'm
Mister.
I'm the mister.
Yes.
Yes. Because once you leave the dog, you're gonna meet.
What does that have to do with the mood? I mean, that's
I was like, that was probably the beginning of the story, but then it was night and like maybe I was just showing.
There was
the
context.
Full moon, beautiful night, stars were out, and then maybe some bandits tried to hit us.
Night in the desert.
Did you fight him with swords? I bet you fought him with swords. And one of the little kids like pulls out his little wooden sword stick that he made, and his friend pulls out his, and they start kind of chip.
Do you have a sword?
Yeah.
I have.
Or did you use a bow and arrow? Says another kid.
What do I?
It's just a plunger.
That's not the right character.
Probably, we'll probably have to slide back the set, the case there.
We'll squeeze you in. I know somebody can jump in over here. We can slide this way a little bit.
I can't get any further closer to the wall. I'm like up against the wall.
Well,
Don't even start with me.
well,
We have a corner there. Fine.
Like I said, he's looking at me like I need to slide that far. Like, no, I'm looking at you.
Yeah, if you're been here enough, maybe I should get a set.
All right.
well, aren't you? You two some fierce warriors. I do carry a couple daggers. Did have a crossbow with me that I used, but I tried to set it far away because besides these scales, another thing I inherited from this dragon ancestor, and I just show like a bit of flame. Like I use this with them, and I tell them how I was a.
All the kids are and like Herb is like almost hypnotized by your prestidigitation effects. He is like in tune to that stuff. He's not even paying attention to the story. He's just like watching your hands as you do all this fun stuff. All right, very good. You're definitely keeping their attention.
Good work.
Well, the rest of us picked their pockets. So.
I released some flies to look
Well,
for
I
bugs.
figured while they were doing this part, Eldon would actually take one of the other two plants and actually find a place to try to instill the potion itself.
Okay.
Because I have the alchemist tools, which is actually
Perfect.
I did the alchemist.
Always go back to the barn.
Yeah. Find a safe way to make it.
All right, so you're going to go ahead and do that?
Yep.
Okay, that'll take a couple rounds. That's okay? Yes. Well, I was just going to ask, do you guys want to be in town or on the road traveling?
So what's currently happening is that
Arcana.
We found some
Think for a good game potion
because
Arcana,
there may
22.
be a werewolf.
So I made a good
among
potion.
The villagers. So it's
But it does to them yet.
And I've been telling a story, for me, is to keep for Isaac, he wants to try to calm down the villagers, but they're also using it as a plan to China more on the
So she's playing Terrorist Hunt. I'm playing LA Noir. He's playing Potion Panic.
Simple solution: gather everyone
She's
in the
playing
center of
Silent
town, light it all on fire, and then blame it on the werewolf.
You would do that. You're the one that's walking in an asylum right now and having nightmares.
What?
You're in the port. You're next to the portal in Dream.
In her nightmare.
Yeah.
So you guys can go on the road or you can be in town, whichever one you guys want.
Okay, I'm wandering into town here. I'm
Okay.
a wandering monk right now.
Boy.
Yeah.
What type of people?
Simple. I like it.
What type of people? What?
What type of people are where right now? Like,
In town?
yeah, like what sorts of crime is it?
So it's daytime. It's the people are kind of shuffling around. Are you playing similar characters, same ones, or different?
Not same one.
What are you
Okay,
playing?
so different characters.
No, wizard.
Okay.
Another wizard.
Just want to make sure. So you've never seen these people before, but you're in town. You guys are kind of exploring a little bit, and I've obviously described the center of town to you guys. The kind of the people you guys can obviously see. The people are kind of shuffling around, like they don't have too much energy left. Okay.
Just coming to town. Guess I'll have some lunch.
Okay. So tavern's the best place to go.
I like it.
So you go in, and the tavern owner is kind of dronishly washing the counter. He looks over at you, looks back down. I assume you're going to sit.
Yeah, I'll sit at the counter.
And he stops what he's doing for a moment and pauses. And then he turns to you. How can I help
I need some lunch, sir.
you? Lunch. Kind of lunch.
Of course, it's him.
On the fly. Sandwiches.
Sure. Bread, meat. I can whip up one of those. Okay. All right. And he like sombers off into the kitchen, and you can kind of hear some clanking and banging around in there. And we're going to say that you're on the road, and up ahead of you is this little farming village. And it seems like the people have gathered around the main center of the village. With the exception of a few who are walking around town, you see
Or me in the barn.
a rather large man out in the potato fields. You can recognize them as potatoes. And he's kind of hoeing up some of the potatoes. He's got a lot of energy for a big man. And he's sweating profusely. Like, it wouldn't take much for him to start pouring buckets. How would you like to approach?
Of course, there's a bucket.
Or you can approach him or the town center, or you can just keep kind of meandering
Sir,
through.
madam, please don't give your father any ideas.
I guess I'll go to the town.
The center, where everyone's kind of gathered, and you see wizard, right?
Sorcerer. I'm a red male tiefling. My face looks like this. I have brass scales, like in one, like just kind of wherever on
A
my
visage
arms and
almost
face.
as fantastic as the tail he spins.
Magical tail and prestidigitating fire and moons and all kinds of other stuffs.
Yeah.
Caravans and horses and whatever you're doing over there.
I don't have minor illusion yet, so I can only do what's in my hand.
So yeah, you kind of mix in with the crowd, and you're hearing her spin this tail.
What is your character?
I would be in the crowd next to Earl.
Okay.
Or not Earl, Malachi.
Okay. So you do notice this insect-like creature.
A weedy, hunched figure with 4 arms and a ragged cloak.
I think that's it.
I'm
She's there.
still wandering through.
You're wandering
my-
around with Wolfsbane.
My pretty Wolfsbane, waiting for somebody to like snarl at me.
Okay.
Another tiefling with a pretty
And you
bouquet.
got a dragonborn.
Yeah, another tiefling.
What
But I ain't hiding myself. I'm proud. I'm a tiefling and I'm proud of it.
This is going to the house.
No, he goes straight to the potato farm. He's like working his hardest to get those potatoes up in that one little spot. You know, it's like a 5-foot square. He's like,
I will ask why you're in this.
He's burying his cowboy.
he goes, "Why, sure there, boy. You look like you could haul up a bunch of taters. Yeah, I could sure use your help. I'll pay you good. I tell you what, you get these here crops and put them over there in them bucket, and I'll give you a couple gold pieces. What do you say? Come on, you know what to do, boy." Oh yeah!
That's great.
All right, and he hands you over his shovel.
And I could ask a few questions.
Joel, what kind of questions you got? Wow, these are taters right here. That's one of them. These are white taters. Yeah. Absolutely. Ain't no better than a white tater.
So I saw
Them
you.
sweet taters, they for pie.
So I saw you were in
Oh yeah, that was some story that devil lady was telling, or devil person.
Can I ask why you left?
Oh yeah, get back to work here. Gotta get these taters up. Gotta get them to market. Gotta get them back to the town so I can sell them.
Okay.
All right, boy. I'll be back.
Okay.
Is it mainly humans in this village?
Definitely human. You haven't seen anything unusual yet. Yet being the key word. I mean, other than mutilated cows and something. So it's starting to get on later in the afternoon.
The flies.
Zena's over there hauling up taters. You're enjoying the story. What's going on?
Eldon's potioning.
The kids are kind of, at this point, you know, they're getting a little tired. They're like, yeah, this is cool, but, you know, we're kids.
Yeah, I would have like ended the story. Just let you
And
know.
how are you going to end it? Like, are you just going to be like, okay, the end? Or are you going to be like, until next time, my children?
Yeah, I guess I could.
I see that.
I'm so not great at it.
Never a better time to practice.
You're among friends.
I could like, I don't know, end it that I get to this city at some point and to settle in like okay. Or maybe I end it with the finishing off with the bandit fight.
Okay.
And just making it sound
Okay.
like.
And the kids kind of disperse and they're kind of doing their own little battles with their little sticks and they're, you know, jumping up and down as children do.
And Isaac's just jumping.
Okay. Yeah, they're really involved. The parents seem happy, you know, the kids are entertained for a long time. Like I said, they usually don't get to see this stuff, so fantastic job.
Well, I enjoy the sight of happy broodlings. My eyes are on the flies for the moment.
Okay. So the flies don't seem to go anywhere specific at the moment.
Okay, so they're just buzzing around.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're kind of all over the place.
Okay, they don't seem to be attracted to any part of Malachi's person or
No.
Okay, so with half a bottle of flies left, I'll begin tailing Zeke.
Okay.
Actually, I will attempt to approach him once I catch up.
Okay. All right. Let me jump back to town.
Boing.
You're down in this portal room.
Oh, and they weren't attracted to the old man either, right?
Although
Old man,
probably
Whitaker.
let one rip. You know, he's old. You are down here in this portal room.
Yeah, and the portal just activated.
Right.
Well, before I jump into the portal, I'm going to light one.
You're gonna like what?
I'm going to light one more torch and toss it against the wooden door.
Toss it against the wood door. Okay.
As the sanitarium burns down.
Fried chicken now. I think that's where she's going with that. Okay. As you turn back to go jump into the portal, there is a dark figure that stands in the way of the portal, but not on your side of the portal. It's within the portal itself.
None shall pass.
You still jump through.
Answer me these riddles 3. I am going to use one of my grit points to boost my confidence and to walk through the portal.
Okay. Can you make an intelligence saving throw, please?
No, my brain's not smart.
Zoe, can you pick up the bag over here, please?
My brain was smart.
17.
Lucky job.
You have a wisdom saving throw.
So as you go through the portal, you get this, almost feels like a huge migraine in your head. And the dark figure that was there now becomes a clear picture. And it has the head of like a squid. It's got tentacles. It's wearing a black cloak. And it's got some metal trimmings on it. And he's standing there and he's got in his hand this crystal orb. And he just stares almost through you.
It's Cthulhu.
It's a mind flare. Well, I mean, how big is he?
How do you respond?
Hey, listen.
What are you? What do you want?
Motion or...
Why have you been terrorizing me?
And in your head, doesn't actually speak to you directly, but in your head. And with that, we have to go into initiative depending on your reaction right now.
I'm gonna draw my gun and fire.
Go ahead and take a pot shot.
I am no one's pawn.
It's gonna be more than his pawn.
Gross.
Go ahead. Oh, really? Thanks, paper plate. That's gonna be a solid 7.
Yeah, you definitely. Now, can you roll for initiative, please?
I don't think I want to. Use a different die.
That's more like it. Add your initiative.
Huh?
21.
Do you want odds or evens? Oh, look at that. It's even. Guess who gets to go first?
Excellent.
You're up. The Thing.
Fastest gun in Gehenna.
Okay. So you shoot, you miss as a reaction, but your initiative is first.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw my other gun.
Okay, go ahead.
20% chance of basically doing everything.
A 1.
I think it's 14.
14 will miss.
And you know, it's also their face. But it gives you, oh, hang on, you're not a wild, what's it classed as?
This one and that's
You're a wild
20.
magic sorcerer or you're just a standard sorcerer or something else?
What's your armor class?
11.
Perfect. That's a 14, so that's good.
I don't think I'm wild magic.
Well, at least I have more than
Thought you had one.
Look, I rolled a 70 and a 0.
Yeah, so 17 to 0 is 7.
Yeah, that's why I was confused because it was 0 to 10.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Each creature within 30 feet
21.
becomes invisible.
Yeah, I'm down.
You're like
For the next
unconscious?
minute,
Oh, yeah.
the creature
Perfect. You're in
One
town.
smacks.
So we're going to leave you there on the ground for a moment.
Great.
everything in this area
Oozing.
goes invisible.
Well.
You're in town. What do you want to do? You went to the tavern. You got something to eat. The guy shuffles out and he doesn't place the plate nicely down. He just kind of slides it in front of you. Anything else I can do for you?
And once you
As he said, what?
Anything else I can get for you?
No, thank you. That will do. Is there anyone else in the tavern? None of our parties anyway, right?
There's me, Esmeralda, our barmaid, and some fairy who keeps floating in and out of here.
Well, that sounds interesting. I think I'll take the sandwich to go and see what I can find going on in town.
Want me to wrap that for you then?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And he takes the plate and he goes back and you hear it like clanging and banging around back there and 5 minutes later he comes back. Here you go, sir.
Oh man, that's the sound of a guy who loves his marriage.
That sounds like a sandwich you can trust.
And where would you like to go from here?
Can I see or hear anything going on?
It's actually eerily quiet.
I'm just gonna walk the streets and see what I find.
Which town is the inn?
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
It is the main town.
The original
Yeah.
town? Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
The one with the cathedral, with the cathedral?
Yeah. As you're walking around, you see this collapsed cathedral kind of building. It's definitely got a hole in the center of it that leads underground. Down the road from this, further down, you can see kind of like this city hall, town hall area. A bunch of more like bigger buildings and stuff that would house all that kind of stuff. You kind of have the suburban area section where houses are lined up. You have a market street kind of that you can go down. Obviously, everything's kind of closed up at this point as
Sorry, guys.
dusk settles in.
I'm assuming it would be. I was
Okay. I think I'll get back on the road. There's not much here. Is anyone in the party actually here?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit the road.
So you're kind of like, yeah, there's nothing going on in this town. It's a little quiet.
Yeah.
All right. So it'll take you a little while, but yeah, you get on the road. And I believe it was a day's travel. So about a day's travel. Are you going to stop and camp for the night, or are you just going to like try to travel on through?
Season fog. I think I'm just gonna walk through that.
Okay. All right. So the next morning you will take a little bit of exhaustion going through the night.
So what's that mean?
One level of exhaustion is disadvantage on your ability checks until you take a rest.
Okay.
Yeah. So each time you push yourself to go further, you get another level of exhaustion until you finally do rest.
So it's just like -1 or something?
Disadvantage,
Yeah.
roll twice, take lowest.
And let me jump back to Nero real quick. Nero, you make a
life-saving throw.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. You did 10 or better.
17.
All right, that's one success. All right, so everyone else that's in the farm town, what are we doing?
I should be about done with my potion by now.
Anyone else reacted to my?
It's the old man.
So nobody's really reacted. That guy just kind of walked away.
Still investigating Zeke.
I'm kind of like asking around and ask like anyone like if this sort of thing has happened before, like with the slaughter of cows and stuff.
Well, I mean, and a couple of them will tell you, nothing of this happened before. It's usually, we find animals, small animals, like possums or raccoons that have, who knows what got a hold of them. There's wild dogs and other animals out there. Owlbears, there's an owlbear nest down here, but they usually don't bother us.
Is there anybody new to town other than our troop people?
No, actually, you guys are the first people that new people that we've seen in a long time. I mean, we haven't had any travel this way in ages.
How close is the nearest town?
Well, it's back that way. It's about a day's travel. There's not much beyond this. I mean, there's this huge forest that, we've never been beyond it.
What about the Wizard's Tower? Isn't that supposed to be this way?
Oh, that old crazy person? You don't want to go up there. Let me tell you about his visit in just a moment.
Am I finished with potatoes?
Sure, we'll say that over the course of time you finish collecting the potatoes, you turn them in, and he hands you 10 gold.
Nice. I say thank you and then I go.
Okay.
Flying up and
So I'm already here.
May I?
Okay. And as you fly off, he come back. You ever want to work again? I can use a guy like you, or a girl like you. It's hard to tell on them scales and stuff.
So I'm circling the
Yeah. Okay.
So all I say is,
I was going to talk to Zeke.
Okay. You go. Zeke is. You hear some rustling in the cornfields, and you find Zeke, and he's kind of checking the stocks and stuff and seeing if things are ready. And what are you going to ask Zeke?
I'm going to...
What kind of manner of creatures you?
Calm down. Just a wanderer passing through.
He's a freaky little critter. I've never seen anything like you.
I've never seen anything like you either. Hiding your skeleton inside your body.
Well, as a human, we're all over the place.
I'm Thrycrete. We're all over the desert. Good to meet you.
Can I help you with something?
Yes, absolutely. We were just resting here when we came upon the grisly scene of the cattle slaughter, which I'm certain you have witnessed.
Oh yeah, that is another sight right there.
Well, here. And I hand him the bottle with the flies in it. If you could just open this for a moment.
You want me to open this thing of flies?
Yes.
Can I ask why? It seems like such an odd request.
Oh, absolutely. You see, flies have a very keen scent. And the thing about blood, of which you must have seen a great deal of, even if you wash it off your hands, the smell doesn't quite go away.
I guess. So what are you trying to say? You think I got blood on my hands? You think I did this mess out here?
Not certain what to think. Go on.
So opening this jar of flies is going to extradite me of all allegations of doing this. Fine. And he cranks it open, and the flies just go.
Okay, and they don't gather around any place on him?
No, they kind of bob off the top of the horn and then fly off.
Okay.
Make sure that once this is all done, and
So they haven't detected any blood on him. Okay.
After the crowd kind of disperses, what does your character do?
Like you would know this back if you are back.
Because you said you're a wizard, right? So you're probably fascinated by how she did the spell. Can you do prestidigitation? Sorry. Alright. Is your character can he or she? Can she cast prestidigitation as one of her spells? So you're probably fascinated with the stuff that she's doing. You want to approach her character and kind of maybe like, hey, how did you do that?
I'll just approach her.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she'd probably guess it was magic, but
And you can, hi, how are you? Would you like to acknowledge her if she did it?
Yeah, I'd acknowledge her and give her a greeting.
Okay. Alright, so.
You said it's afternoon?
It's starting to get a little bit later.
Like
3-4 o'clock.
Afternoon, dearie.
I don't know. I'm just kind of like hovering there, not trying to respond.
Okay.
Just kind of like a little wave.
Okay.
Back to my contact.
Alright. So you would probably recognize, maybe not very social. So you want to make her feel more comfortable. And, do you want to offer her a story? Do you want to offer to just say, hey,
Booze.
look at a drink?
You look like you just got here. Have you traveled far?
You hear something.
You look like you just got here. Have you traveled far?
Not quite sure.
So you've traveled from this one city for about a day.
Yes.
From Berg of Berg. You would know.
The Berg of Berg.
Remember that's what we were. Burger.
So you Yes, hear it the herd wallop in the back of your back.
Okay. Alright.
So,
Yes.
what is he doing now?
Potatoes.
Again.
Well, if you're circling around the potato farm, you don't see nothing unusual.
Okay.
I mean, his house is a little bit kind of in ramshackle just because he's a big man, so he can't, he's not very physical and into all this stuff.
I'm gonna wait until it gets going.
Okay, Eldon. What is Eldon do after he brews?
Now that I've got the potion ready, I'm gonna go catch up with the others to see what's going on, so we can figure out. If we figured out who it is, we can try to see if the potion works.
I'm gonna.
I'll get the other belladonna back from
I'm gonna wait
the mayor.
until it gets going and
Premier.
see what he. And see if he
That way, if we need more potion, we can make it.
Okay, so you kind of want to find a perch to sit on, and you're gonna focus on his house. Got it. I like that. All right. You're gonna get back with everybody. You're still questioning.
Carefully tucking away the potion.
I just have one or two more questions for him, and then
Okay.
I'm going to go look for Eldon since I'm probably aware he's brewing the potion.
Okay.
You now see you
Um,
have a something
I'm glad it's not you.
this way you're probably gonna have to roll.
Has anyone been bitten recently? Contracted an illness?
Or is there like a spell or something that they
Well, you can just take it off and probably
Now, Aunt May,
there is something that
she was done hit last week by the goat. You reckon she's one of them El Chupacabras? You think at night she turns into one of them goat suckers?
but he did not attack that for you not to come in. So you can
Is that what this is?
get off.
It's not feel like there's a brain sucker in town, but we'll get back to it.
Oh dear Lord, what are we going to do?
No, don't
You
worry.
reckon I should chain her up, tie her to the bed or something?
No.
Oh my God. I better run over there right now.
It's not your aunt. In fact, it's not a goat at all. It's more like one of those gray, furry things. Wolves.
Great furry thing.
Wolves.
They have a black mask because them's coons. They ain't them little suckers right there. They mean.
Like a dog, but large.
You mean a coon dog?
Much large.
Much larger. I can't think picture. Owlbear's pretty mean. As long as you stay away from them, you don't want to provoke an owlbear. This tear you up. Oh my God, boy! I better go check on her. I tell you what, you know what, fella? Maybe I'll see you later.
Keep your brood close. Before I leave, where does the town get its water?
Where's the town? Water. Over there, right there, yonder in that well. And he points over to a little section that's kind of, it's not in the center of town, it's kind of off center.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to go off to find Alvin.
Okay. And he takes off in a hurry. Wherever he's going, he just...
Just as an aside, can I roll insight just to see if he's covering something up?
Yeah.
That's a solid 7.
So...
Okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That like he's doing a cover up. All right, let me jump back over to Nira. Nira, death save.
Oh, death save.
Yep. Good night, buddy.
No.
You failed? Yeah. All right, so one save, one fail. I love it.
The tension.
So your travel through the night goes extremely well. It's a beautiful, gorgeous night. The moon is full. The stars are out.
Night already?
Night already.
For him, but I'll get to you guys your in just a second.
Okay.
I wanted to let him.
I would prefer to find Eldon before nightfall, but yes.
It's beautiful. It's a nice stroll. You got the wind kind of gently caressing your cheek as you're walking down. It's just beautiful out.
It sounds wonderful.
Yeah, you got the kind of dewy smell in the air. It's quite nice. Invigorating. Actually, I'm really jealous. Alright, let's jump over to your guys' evening.
Okay.
So the sun's beginning to go down.
Alvin! Alvin, get out here! Where'd he go?
I don't know. Yeah, okay. Eldon's in the outhouse.
Did the entire town come out to listen to the lovely story?
Yeah.
We didn't miss anybody.
Probably.
Nobody reacted to.
The only reaction we had was the
Inconclusive.
inconclusive kind of
Yeah, but
the reaction of the guy that Zena was following.
And there was...
When I walked past, at the same time you were telling the story, I walked past with the belladonna or Wolfsbane and they kind of walked back to the
There was
farm,
no...
but they claimed to Zena that it was just because they didn't get out there. Alvin! Go!
And there was no lingering blood scent on the two young men.
You can't buy new toys. We're broke. I don't care. Stop daydreaming. We need your help. We're about to go into the night.
I have
Okay.
So you watching?
I have a
We
plan,
took
lads.
a good afternoon
Are
slumber.
you sleeping at all or no?
Yeah, definitely taking an afternoon nap before playing to stay up all night.
I'm dozing, but
Yes, Mom.
Okay.
Trust me,
Well,
exhaustion thing sucks.
I know.
Yeah.
Besides, on a short rest, I get my spells back.
And if you're sleeping, how will you know that you are you going to set something up?
Anyways,
Will the door squeak? Let me find out. Will the door squeak?
My character's gonna die.
No, it won't.
no mercy on you.
Okay. All right. So you're watching.
We take a long
before
one.
you fall asleep. Or you said you're gonna stay awake. Okay. So as you're watching, you can see him as the lights are lit up in there. He eats a little something, looks like mashed potatoes. Maybe there's a steak, nice juicy cooked steak there. And he eats, and then he sits in this really comfortable chair and he reads for a little while, and then he blows out the light, and everything kind of goes dark in his house.
And I am dog cooking.
Yep.
What do I
Everything's dark.
Either accept what he did and deal with
do?
it.
I can't see the dog
You can't see past the table where he ate and the chair where he sat. Because there's probably, at the angle that you're at, you won't be able to see straight frost through.
I will.
Oh, he's out of view. Okay.
I will jump down and be into the house.
We got a peeping dragon.
Okay.
Alright. So the first two windows, you see the table, you see it's kind of an open area, the chair, and you see the kitchenette kind of looking thing. It's all open except for there is another window, and the door is closed.
Well, no.
Do you want to go around and see if there's a window on that side?
Listen to her.
Okay.
Steal it.
There is a window in here.
I will. I'm not gonna stand up. I'm just gonna the eye level seeing.
He is undressing. He's down to,
When my mom was
I guess what you could consider underwear.
How ripped is he?
Oh, he's not
and
good
my
at all.
mom, he's the old man.
He's got like,
No, he's the.
he's got.
No, this is the potato farmer.
Hairy chest, the big beer bellies,
Alright.
And it was 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, he's got a nice
Hang
set
on.
of boobs.
Are you sure his name is Earl and not somebody else? Does he have a beard?
Sure, he has.
an orange beard.
Does he have a hat? Is he wearing
Not
glasses?
anymore, he doesn't. And he climbs in, he pulls this
Guess who?
skin over himself, and he kind of nods off. It's not even 5 minutes, and you hear.
And I remember my mom got an accident. I had them on it.
Nice.
So because of her accident, they moved to this small wall. And so like,
Get your CPAP gym ball.
and then we switched, and I don't want to.
So I'm going to
You can't switch, like, it costs more because then I'm not.
I have to go fight.
You what?
I have to go fight. 50
Oh.
I could tie the soda
Are we gonna be Dragon Santa?
and then tie it to mine. Because
Yeah. The front of the front door?
yeah. And then it's
Oh, you know, it's not all, it's not gonna be every day off.
I'm gonna go to the corner of the house and take a little nap.
Okay. So that's what you're doing. That's your night in the works.
Did you feel something?
So everyone else, what are you doing to set up for the night? Eldon?
First, I'd like to
I
find
said
out.
take a nap.
You're gonna take a nap?
Well, yeah. If you're playing stay up all night, you take a nap.
Okay.
I'd like to be
No,
able to make
no,
contact with
exhaustion
Eldon
that way.
after he's finished the potion and before he turns in, if
Okay.
such a thing is possible.
What do you want to do?
Just have a little talk from him, that's all. I have a plan.
We'll have to prove that the thing's a werewolf, and I don't even know if this will work. It's just something I remember from studying with my master.
Oh, isn't this true? Not him, or to a non-man?
Yeah. Might make you sick. It's not gonna kill you.
He's the only one with the plan, so I'm down to try it.
I take a
work,
whiff
I'm gonna slap him with my
of the
staff.
potion. I take a whiff of whatever he's brewed. Is it pungent?
Oh yeah.
You're smelling it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll like punches you right in the face. But it's a nice punch.
Okay. I can no longer taste. I'm guessing it has a similar taste. Can you remove the taste?
I think prestidigitation could actually legitimately do that. Change the taste of foods.
Before night falls, do you think you could put this
No, you can curl up in the shadows. No one's really paying
There's not going to be enough, but for one. If I put it in the well, it won't cure everybody. It would dilute it too much to.
But it might reveal the culprit.
I'll have like maybe.
Yeah, I can make a second one before we take the nap.
Oh no, that's another one.
Okay,
I can make a second
rest in the barn. You
one. I've
want
got
to
two
rest on the tree
plants. One
outside.
plant per potion.
Oh wait, where is everything?
Depending on how much you
Well,
How are they setting up?
Eldon needs a tea in the barn.
More than what I have.
Eldon, are you taking your nap right in the barn?
So what do you think?
They want me the talk is that before I take the nap, I actually have now made two of the plants into potions.
And you did all this in the barn? Okay, so in the barn where you hear this.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You want to invite your new friends?
I would have been like, look, if you're trying to put
What do you think? Is the well worth a try?
He's offering you a
Barrel. The second potion is definitely more vital.
Okay.
Alright, so
That's up to him when it's
you want to
done.
go in and just rest for the evening?
But you're up for using one of them to try.
Yeah.
Wait, the door
As good as my Arcana is going to get right there.
The door would open outward.
So,
Depends on how much water's in the well.
Okay.
And what this stuff will actually legitimately do to somebody. So Josh, for the second potion, I rolled a natural 20, which is a total of 26.
Okay.
So the second potion is probably more powerful than the first one.
And I floated the idea of using one of them, I guess, to spike the well.
That's why if they were telling me this before I took the nap, I would have made a second one and tried to put it into the well.
Right. Okay.
Because it's not like I was telling him, I think as memory serves, it's not going to make you feel great. It's not going to kill you.
And even if it doesn't fully affect them, the diluted version should reveal a culprit if they imbibe of it. We hope.
It
Even a
does-
werewolf
it is
has
one
to
of the
drink.
possible side
Okay,
effects
so
of the
who's taking it
belladonna.
out to the well to dump it in?
Once night falls, I will do that. And after I do that, which I will attempt to do with all stealth, I will. What's the highest point in town?
Highest point in town?
Yes. That has a view of everything else.
Probably the barn that you're in on top of it.
Okay. What about, is there a windmill or highest point? It doesn't matter if it's supposed to be wheelchair accessible or not.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, that's your
Sorry.
highest point. There's no windmill.
Okay. In that case, is there like a silo beside it?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll say there's a silo.
I will climb the silo and stand on top to keep watch over as much land as I can with my superior magical dark vision.
Alright, why don't you give me stealth for dumping the potion without me seeing?
Sure thing. I mean, I'll wait until presumably everyone's asleep.
Right. And they're napping. What are you doing?
400 tons, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm resting per what Eldon suggested. Take on whatever the scriptures tonight.
11?
Okay.
I can make it look as if I'm just putting the bucket back down in, but it has the bottle in it, so.
Okay. So you're gonna basically uncork it, slip the bottle in, and then lower it down. Okay. Yeah.
And I'll bring the bottle back up, or the bucket back up with a measure of water and drink it. Just so that it seems like it's still potable. Of course, it just falls right through me, but that's a little hard to see.
Excellent. All right. We'll say the plan goes through without fail. And you said you're going to take the stake out on top of the silo.
Yes.
hey,
Let
I'm
me-
a sucky person. Here I am.
That's pretty much everything. Eldon, you said you're going to take a nap while he's doing all this. And everyone else is napping. You're on the road. let me jump over from here and here.
With disadvantage. Because he can't see it.
Alright, so that's 2 saves. Why don't you go ahead and do another one?
It was 44 seconds.
We'll find out what happens.
44 seconds. You realize that's not
Alright, so you save. You wake up. You're in the padded cell. You're definitely suffering from some serious exhaustion at this point. You're going to have 2 levels of exhaustion. Which means not only do you have disability ability checks, or disadvantage on ability checks, but your speed has been halved, so you move a little bit slower. Okay. Very much like the tavern innkeeper did.
My character doesn't know this. I'm just braining.
Right. The only one who was in town was him, but he doesn't know where you are. He doesn't know you.
Okay, so I left this and she was actually still in.
Yeah. She's still in the asylum. She was living in the
asylum. Oh, geez. Yeah. I guess there's not much chance of us
you are.
But it's because she's trying to.
You're petrified. It's become your life's mission now to never go to sleep again.
Take 2 levels of Warlock, you can get aspect to the moon and never sleep.
How does your character react when you come up from that area?
Man, if I didn't hate chickens before.
Afraid of the chickens?
And I'm gonna start trying. So like, is there a window in my padded cell? Or like,
there's a bar door. It's very small.
I'm going to try to chip at it, or
what?
What do I have? They strip it everything. Am I in a straight jacket?
You're not in a straight jacket. However, your clothes are very, very white. They're beyond bleach white.
So white, you're invisible now.
Okay.
I am going to start ripping up some of the fabric from the padded room. And I'm gonna start ripping it in strips.
Okay, and what are you gonna do with those strips?
I'm going to take them, wrap the strips around each other, and make a rope. And then I'll tie the very end of it so that there's like a little bit of a knot around the metal bars. I'm going to yank them.
Okay, do you want to make a strength check for that before what happens?
I know, that's why I'm afraid.
So why don't we...
I critically failed.
Okay, I got it.
Perfect!
I break both my everything.
Okay. So as you're pulling on this, you get an incredible pain in your head, and you hear a crunching noise. And it hurts so bad, and you see this bright flash of light, and everything kind of goes dark.
Wait, you have to wait. I was doing something.
55 points of damage, knock you back down again.
Excuse me, what?
Okay, well, I'm fine over now that it's there.
TM says what?
That sounds painful.
Yeah, I think it does.
That might even be
Your
massive.
body falls completely limp, and the rope that you're carrying, it's around your neck. And it looks like you hung yourself in here.
Oh dear.
So guys, I see another corridor down
Your
here.
character is now dead.
Rest in peace.
Please bring another one next weekend.
Move this rubble.
And we're going to leave it at that.
I will use this rubble and I fly back.
Thanks, Cthulhu. Yeah,
Cthulhu doesn't eat brains.
Mind flare.
That's one thing that eats brains.
That looks like an octopus.
While they're thinking on that, let me jump over here and
Send off. All right, ladies, it's leave it on a player's death. What was that strange creature that sucked out its brains? Maybe. We'll have to find out. Keep in mind, Saturday is casual, so it is homebrew, not just for the players, but for the DM as well. Because they're all powerful, I get to be even more powerful. Chicken Pennywise, the poltergeist, or the poltergeiser, or whatever that's. Poultrymancer.
You'll cluck too.
Perfect. That's, you know what? I can't end this any better than you'll cluck too. Thank you very much. And everyone have a good night, and we'll see you next Saturday here at Vermont Gaming Academy from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock.
On our next episode.
$5 a seat. Come on in and see us. We have a great time here, and we love everyone that comes in. And next time, we'll see who else we can kill off.
Sure.
All right. Is it a werewolf? Is it a werebear? Were-tiger? Were-shark? Who knows? Come back and see us next time.
Where?
Oh,
God.
No.